Welcome to the Teacher Exchange.
Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to Teachers Exchange, the place where teachers, TAs, and all school staff can drop the facade, sip some metaphorical tea, and talk about the real side of life in education. You know, the messy, chaotic, did I even eat lunch today kind of reality. Now, today's episode, brace yourselves because we're diving into that word. Yep, OFSTED. The one that sends an icy chill down every corridor, causes instant stomach knots, and has us collectively questioning our life choices. You know the one. And let me tell you, we've got a cracker of a message to kick things off. It's raw, it's honest, it's utterly relatable, and it's from a teacher who's just been through it. By it, I mean an actual visit from the Ministry of Fear. Spoiler alert, it did not go well. So grab your tea, coffee, or let's be honest, wine, and let's dive in. Here's what they wrote. Hi there, I'm writing this fresh off the back of our OFSTED visit. And honestly, I still feel like I've been hit by a bus, a clipboard-shaped bus. I'm a Key Stage 2 teacher, and this was my first full inspection since qualifying. I knew it would be tough, but I genuinely thought I was ready. I've been working my socks off all year. My class are settled, my displays are purposeful, books are marked, lessons are differentiated. I've done interventions, data drops, parent meetings, you name it. I know my kids, I know what they need. I thought that would matter. But when the inspectors came into my room, they barely smiled. One of them stood at the back like a statue. The other kept scribbling in their notebook every time I opened my mouth. I was told not to worry, that it was all just about getting a picture of the school, but the energy was ice cold. Afterwards, I got feedback that my questioning wasn't sufficiently challenging, that I wasn't using the curriculum language with enough precision, that the children were engaged but not stretched, and that the lesson lacked rigor. No mention of the calm atmosphere, no mention of the child with additional needs who sat through a whole maths input for the first time ever, no mention of the fact I'd built those routines and relationships over months. I left that day feeling humiliated, like everything I'd built just wasn't good enough. The feedback wasn't rude, it was polite, clinical, but it cut right through me, and I wasn't the only one. You could feel it in the staff room, that weird, heavy silence. We all felt deflated. Some cried. SLT looked like they'd aged 5 years in 2 days. Even the kids were asking why everyone seemed sad. We've worked so hard to build a caring, calm, creative school, but Ofsted didn't seem to care about any of that. It was all buzzwords and boxes. It left us all questioning why we even bother. And I just want to know if this is normal. Does everyone feel this way after an inspection, or are we just really rubbish? Okay, let's all take a deep breath together, in through the nose and out through the mouth. To the teacher who sent that in, first of all, let me say this loud and clear. You are not rubbish, not even close. Your letter had more passion and care in it than most of the clipboard brigade will see in a week. And unfortunately, what you're feeling, it's far too common. Here's the thing. Ofsted is meant to be about standards, consistency, safeguarding, curriculum delivery, and that's fine. But somewhere along the way, it stopped feeling like support and started feeling like surveillance. And that emotional whiplash you described, where the things that actually matter, relationships, routines, real progress, get completely overlooked in favour of how many times you taught them something new in a 20-minute drop-in. That's not just you. The inspector's manner too. Cold, impersonal, judgmental. It's become a running theme. They say, it's not about you. But let's be honest, when someone's standing in your room, watching your every move, ticking boxes you'll never see, it feels deeply personal. And what you described in the staff room, that silence, the exhaustion, the creeping self-doubt, that's the emotional tax Ofsted doesn't log. The cost of being judged, ranked, and reduced to a couple of sentences in a report. Teachers internalize it. We start asking, am I enough? And I'm here to tell you, yes, you are. You are more than enough. You built trust with your learners. You helped a child with additional learning needs and access full input for the first time. That's massive. No tick box captures that. So what do you do after a visit like that? 1. Reclaim the narrative. Seriously, gather as a staff and talk about what you saw that Ofsted didn't. Celebrate those small wins, the moments that remind you why you do this. Share the stories that actually matter. Because let's be honest, no one knows your school better than you. Remind yourselves what kind of school you actually are. 2. Debrief emotionally. You're allowed to feel gutted. Let it out. Don't bottle it up. Have a no Ofsted chat lunch where the only rule is you're not allowed to mention the O word, or better yet, Organise a wine and wine night, because sometimes a good rant with your colleagues is the best therapy. 3. Put the report in perspective. Let's be real for a second. It's one inspection with 2 people over 2 days. That's not a full picture of your school. It's a snapshot, and let's face it, a slightly awkward off-angle one at that. Think of it like a bad selfie. It doesn't define who you are. 4. Support each other. No one gets through teaching alone. Check in with your early career teachers. They're probably feeling it the hardest. Send your SLT a cup of tea and a meme, because honestly, who doesn't love a good meme? Little things matter when morale takes a hit. To the teacher who wrote in, thank you. Seriously, we need more honesty like this. And to anyone listening who's been through a rough inspection, you are not alone. OFSTED might see the numbers, but we see the people. If you've got your own OFSTED horror story, inspiring tale, or just a rant you need to get off your chest, send it in. We're here to swap stories, not stats. Until next time, my lovelies, keep showing up, keep being brilliant, and remember, no inspector can define your worth as a teacher, not even the one with the really dramatic eyebrows.